오.
I follow you around like a dog on a chain. Since I found your love, it's always been the same. I'm never out late, I do anything you ask to get a pat on the back. I swear that I've been on every airline, from Memphis to Seattle, to be by your side. And I got nothing left now but $1 and a dime. Can't buy peace of mind, and it's all that I am today. If I were a little more sane, oh well, I'd probably quit drinking, keep some money in the bank. And if I could, I swear I would hide your memory away. I wouldn't have to walk around calling out your name. Eventually I might learn other ways, but not today. Through dead malls and lake falls and eastward skies, we send familiar heartache down telephone lines. It makes me wanna lock you in the house sometimes. Well, I was born a lucky guy, It's all that I am today. If I were a little more sane, well, I'd never learn to gamble or the value on fame.
뭐야 너?
어디가?
먼저 나왔어. 그래 왜?
안 왔는데? 화장실? 프랑스 거니까 한번 먹어보는 거. 야, 조심해.
Introducing the crew for the horror, we have Gordon Sileo, Maria Utilizamos, and Olivia Solo.
then the other drinks you have to pay.
He's good.
Lemonade?
Okay. I'm recording.
La 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 la. Everyone a come and we should have fun. La 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 la. Everyone a come and we must have fun. Every day we say that things is hard. Still we better than plenty abroad. Earthquake come and it shake down some. Earth wind come and it blow down some. La 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 la. Everyone a come and we should have fun. La 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 la. Everyone a come and we must have fun. Come British one come. Come English one come. Come Canadian come. Come make we have some fun. La 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 la. Everyone a come and we should have fun. La 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 la.
I know it's good though, but like. 뭐야 되게?
Why is that surprising?
mai non ho fatto io perché questo
그럼 우리 어떡할까 뭐 일식을.
애들
일단 불맛이 세게 나니까.
Chili chocolate and cafe. And this is Chef John Ray. So today we're gonna make some chocolate demonstration. Actually, it's a long in the container because this chocolate is still for.
너트 들어간 거 같아.
Which one?
Get the roll.
왜?
무 넣어보자. 근데 걷는 데가 있네. 너? 아니야. 쟤네 스태프용이야 내 거기. 이게 좀 설계가 별로다. 우리가 익숙하지 않아. maybe.
Let's get ahead.
That's going down.
Oh, down? Sorry. Sorry. You know.
몰라. So you want to do 내가 돼? 자기는 모두 했을 거야. 요거 맛있더라. 애들이 어제 환장하고 막 먹었어.
And we'd like to give your hard-working Waves Restaurant team.